as grapple or grappling. So let's now look at, again, this is basically what's going to happen in California. You know how I said grapple? You gotta be kidding me right now. Yeah, that's what's basically going to happen. This video I'm trying to show you is what's probably going to happen in San Francisco later. Not tonight, but it's going to happen. Oh my god, I have so many freaking windows open right now. Oh my god. And yeah, I'm taking a quiz if you want to see it. Yeah, so far I got every question correct. So freaking easy. Jeez. Norway, Germany. Like, come on, seriously. Japan, Saudi Arabia. Looks like Northern Ireland. Seriously, like, Greece. Dragon. Ethiopia. Cyprus. I mean, I've never taken this quiz before. Himalayas. Antarctica. India. Like, come on, Portugal. Like, Kenya. Oh, Tanzania, actually. Yeah. Ferocious dragon. Wales. Korea. South Korea. Nile flows in the Mediterranean. Finally, there's 5,000-year-old countries where the Nile flows in. Egypt, obviously. I mean, come on. Maybe moon. Wait, what? The bear's image of which revolves, which sun. Of course, I mean, I thought it was the moon. Like, I'm like Germany, Ukraine. Come on, stop freezing. Well, of course it's Ukraine. The largest country in... Wait. Okay, I think it's... There we go. Finally, yes. Can you identify the country that uses this national symbol? A red... Oh my god. China. Under communism? But yeah, of course. But China isn't really technically communist anymore, but of course they still use communist symbols. My opinion, China is just very nationalist and capitalist. Senegal. Microstate. Oh, of course, it's Monaco. It's always Monaco. Wait, Has to be Monaco, obviously. There's Monaco, of course. The one-bedroom apartment will set you back over $3 million. Monaco. Yeah, you can even see the palm trees there. Luxembourg. Oh my God. Had it with this. There we go. Let's look at the 3 outlook. Predictability too low, predictability too low, predictability too low. Okay. Not potential, predictability. You never want to see that. You always want to see potential is too low. But predictability is too low, that's not good. That usually means severe weather is possible. Let's look at convective precipitation. Supercell composite. Ooh, looks like Wednesday. Wednesday looks like there's going to be some threat. Why didn't it show anything there? I would put a marginal, even a slight here. But yet all they put is a general. Yeah, in my opinion, that is not the correct. Supercell composite. Yeah. Bingo, right there. 3 kilometer helicity. Huh. There's actually a potential. No, there's actually a tornado potential. Significant tornado parameters. New Cape, also unstable Cape. And the day we had the tornado. Yeah, this is the day we had the tornado. Wow, the Cape was pretty high there. This is the day we had the tornado. 10th to 11th. Let's look at supercell composite that day. Wow, it was only an orange. It was only 4 to 7. Wow, that is actually really high for December, but significant tornado parameters. Wow. You know, the tornado warning made it all the way to Ohio. Jeez, yeah. Yeah. Of course, the most significant tornadoes actually occurred in Arkansas. I'm actually watching David's live stream on the tornado. The tornado started right at 45. See, coverage of the quads. No, I'm going to say the Quad State tornado begins. Quad State tornado begins.
Super strong rotation. This is very quickly changing. Very quickly changing. Wow, that thing developed quick. That even take long. Oh wow.
Maybe you should use Spelunky, Michigan. There's no storms in Michigan at this point that are any of any concern at all. It's just light rain. You're not going to get anything tonight, so you should be in all clear. And that is outside of Ann Arbor. I've actually been there. It's very nice.
There is negative 141, touching 51 coming from the other direction. Pretty tight rotation on that.
Yep.
Really
I'm
tight.
trying not to talk as much here.
Same tornado.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Trenton, Kentucky.
And by the way, we have reached 2,000 likes, so thank you for hitting that like button, everybody. It really helps out a lot.
Howdy, Ethan.
Ethan, you're back!
Yes,
No,
sir.
unrelated. This is
Yes! Got 4 other people in the chat. That's great. More coverage, more better. All right, Ethan, we have a pretty strong tornado right now near...
No.
If you look ahead, there's a little tiny one. There's a very in Tennessee here.
Oh, Tennessee tornado? Okay, let's...
Yes, it's
Quad state tornado.
confirmed large and extent touching 25, I do believe.
Let's take a look at that.
Radar scope.
Yeah, there's some
yes,
damage
wow.
going on here.
120, 125 actually.
We got a big problem ahead of us. So it is in line within the next 10 minutes to hit a regional power station.
Oh my freaking... It's like a rare warning is being issued, or maybe not. But catastrophic damage now on this tornado right now, and this is getting ready to cross over another highway. So this is...
And David, let me just say something from this warning here. I'm just going to read this off, and this is from the National Weather Service here. And it says, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter.
Yeah, they always say that. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be, destroyed. How about some of the most crazy warning where it's entire neighborhoods may be destroyed, making the area unrecognizable to survivors. Like that's... I've seen tornado warnings that sounded much worse than this.
Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes.
Businesses and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. Like, come on.
Businesses and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. This is the National Weather Service saying that, and they don't usually say that.
Right there, you see that? Okay, let's...
Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction.
Yeah, do you see what that is right here? McCady. All of this is literally debris that's falling out and ahead of the tornado. That is all falling debris, basically. Yeah, that is basically not hail, that's falling debris from this tornado. Still on the ground at this time.
Destruction is possible. This is the National Weather Service saying that, and they don't usually say that for any ordinary tornado. So please take this seriously. Heed the warnings.
Also another thing, a new PDS tornado warning has now been issued for McQuaddy, McDaniels, Custer, Irvington, and Kentucky. Another new PDS tornado warning has been issued downstream of the one in Hartford and Olanton, Narrows, Fordsville, Kentucky.
Catastrophic tornado warning.
So this is really going to last forever. This is going to last a long time.
I'm looking at the Louisville radar just to check and see. It is negative 108 on positive 100. So 208 still keeping its pace here.
Wow. It is weakening though, right? It's not 280.
Just a little bit, but I mean, it's still very dangerous. I mean, if it keeps going like this, that's still very destructive. I mean, like most houses are only rated for 90 to 100 mile an hour winds, so that could definitely sweep your house off the foundation and relocate it to a new area that you don't want your house to be. So.
Now, looks like now the debris ball is lifting a little bit. It is not as significant as it was. The debris ball is lifting a little bit.
Not a debris ball, the correlation coefficient is going up. Debris ball is actually when you're having higher reflectivity. What David is saying, he's basically talking about that the correlation coefficient values are going up, which means there's less debris being noted up. Either because, in my opinion, it's because the tornado is actually going away from the radar shack. It's going away from KPDH, which is away from Paducah.
Let's see if it recycles again.
Yeah, there's been a new update on the mesoanalysis, and I do have to say that the instability axis has thinned considerably from what it was earlier, so it's not quite as thick, and that's going to, 2-3 hours from now, that storm's not going to be in as unstable of an environment as it is right now. So in the near term, significant tornadoes still going, but beyond that, we could see a weakening trend.
Good. Finally, at last.
That doesn't mean this thing can't recycle, David.
True. I've been on this for, gosh, 3 hours now. Over 3 hours. 4 hours even? That is quite...
David, new radar images show it intensifying. 124 on what?
It actually started at 45, so 45 minutes is basically when he kind of started talking about it.
Storm, there might be some debris. That is very...
Oh my god, ads.
Azaro, the most wanted fragrance.
Looks more like an RFD is trying to shape up with this storm there in Marshfield, southern Missouri. We're going to go to another storm actually in western Kentucky that we have been monitoring.
Hey,
if we go,
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. If we go to western Kentucky state, just be aware there is some rotation near that.
Last hour data of the rapid refresh model. This is the significant tornado perimeter, and this is updated
Here at our decibels. We have 60 decibels out of this, so some pretty significant. We have 85 plus knot 5,000 foot level winds, Ethan. That is extreme. I mean, I've not seen anything this intense since March, to be quite honest.
Yes, this is a spring-like system right here. This is something that we normally see in March or April.
Yeah, and when we take a look at the 700 millibar level, especially over Indiana and over across western and central Kentucky, in that area.
We should file a claim.
Just it?
When we were kids, Superman was our hero. One of the things that our sensors can do are to look into walls.
Qualified.
Good evening, everyone.
Calvert City. Actually, do you know what's so crazy is that this is the town that got destroyed. It got missed by this tornadic system, but then Mayfield, Benton, this whole area got devastated only a few hours later. Literally, only a few hours later, Mayfield got completely slabbed, basically. Basically, the southern side of the city got completely slabbed. Like, basically the tornado, the worst part of the damage from what I saw, like, not all of downtown was wiped out. Not all of downtown Mayfield was wiped out. So from what I can see, with Mayfield, let's look at Mayfield. There we go. Here is the so this is the factory that was destroyed. This is the candle factory, basically, that was completely destroyed. This is the place, the MVP building. This is the one where everyone was trapped. This is the factory that everyone was basically killed at, or not killed at, but was basically trapped at. It was this location. And then the core of the tornado basically tore through from here, from right here, went through Mayfield High School was basically wiped out. So downtown Mayfield was also damaged, but South Mayfield was completely obliterated because it went through Benton, Grand River. So it basically took a path, something like this, and basically. Let's see if Mayfield High School is even there. Renovation. Wow. Oh. Building looks really strong. I hope he survived. Jeez. This looks like EF3 damage to me. This is basically EF3 damage, but I don't think that's the core of the tornado. But you see how there's, down tree? It doesn't look like an EF5 damage, though. This does not look like EF5 damage, but that's probably not the worst part of where the tornado hit. This. See this area right here? Hardly anything left. Basically one stone structure left. Looks like high level EF4 damage. EF4 damage. I don't see much EF5 damage here because there's structures remaining. This looks like EF4 damage to me. EF3, EF4 damage. Maybe this is not the core of the tornado. That's what I'm thinking. When they were talking about the Mayfield tornado, let's see what they were doing. What was David doing? Wait.
Super soup. So far with this storm alone, I
say,
oh my gosh.
This is crazy. I'm in shock just seeing this.
That's heartbreaking.
Very.
That is so heartbreaking.
Insane.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy. I'm in shock just seeing this. You can take a look at that. It's in DLs here.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, Ethan. Look at that.
The misinformation. With the information.
Okay, so between Beta and Hartford. Let's see where that was. Kentucky. And then between Beta and Hartford, right? The tornado, where the tornado went through, so north of Beaver Dam, right? Right where the kink in the road was, right? So the tornado looks like passed north of Hartford. So between Beta, right? Let's say Beta, Kentucky. And then Hartford, Kentucky. Tornado basically. Yeah, so a lot of areas, so like this area was hit. Oh yeah, you had a lot of homes along this area that were hit. So it didn't just say, oh, it passed from nothing. I mean, it hit some structures. Definitely, hit structures.
Brayden, our debris ball south of Beta has now strengthened. It is very well defined again, the debris ball.
Yeah, well defined. Why was it well defined? Well, you want to see why? Well, you want to know why the debris is well defined? Well, because before it passed through Hartford, it passed through Centertown. Thankfully, it missed Beaver Dam. It missed the bigger communities to the south. Irvington.
South of Beta in Kentucky, just northwest of Hartford, has really come together. Very good. That is some strong winds right there. And a debris ball that we do have. Pretty big debris ball in a sense. Just to the south of Prairie in the Tennessee region. This is in northwestern Tennessee. Again, northwestern Tennessee. We are looking at a different...
Hey, David.
Really quickly, Matthew Brady donated me $5. David, check the dangerous situation. So this is still on the ground. This is still on the ground. There's still a debris ball very close to McDaniels in Kentucky right now. So this is still on the ground.
And David, one thing I want to add, throughout the night, we're going to try to, of course, I think Braden's even scourging Twitter and looking at all of his sources. Yes. Of course, we all know that Twitter can, in times like these, have a lot of conflicting reports. So I know with Evansville, for example, we tossed out a bunch of numbers. I know some people in chat were saying 22 people trapped. Originally, it was 100. They may have gone through a lot of those. We probably won't know the exact numbers in the morning, but, the point being...
moved by the tornado. He was not flipped.
Rock in Tennessee, to the northwest.
Moved by the tornado. He was not flipped. He was alright, but it picked up his car. So I mean, that's enough.
Oh my gosh! Rotation. Let's see here.
Justin, you're fine to be here.
Yeah, looks like that is falling apart. The one in Memphis. So we're actually going to go over to Dover and keep an eye on this one right here.
What's up?
Oh yeah, this one still has, let's see, loading. Oh yeah, this has a pretty good debris ball already on it. We do have, oh yeah, very strong rotation on that storm. Oh my goodness.
Hey, David, I have some more updates here from the Edwardsville tornado. One woman said her nephew works at the facility and was driving up to the building for his shift when he saw the metal of the building go flying. That's when his car was picked up and twisted around.
His car was picked up and twisted around?
Moved by the tornado. He was not flipped. He was alright, but it picked up his car. So I mean, that's enough.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, very strong rotation on that storm. Oh my goodness.
Hey, David. I have some more updates here from the Edwardsville tornado. Said her nephew works at the facility and was driving up to the building for his shift when he saw the metal of the building go flying. That's when his car was picked up and twisted around.
His car was picked up and twisted around?
Moved by the tornado. He was not flipped. He was alright, but it picked up his car. So I mean, that's enough.
Oh my
you move a
gosh.
2,500 pound to 3,000 pound car with no effort at all. You know the amount of wind that has to
Oh yeah.
occur for that.
Yeah, wow. This tornado, though, you need to take a look at this immediately. If you're okay, Fancy Hippie is here. This is significant. The rotation on this is undescribable. 141, negative 141, touching 13. This has a close contour of rotation.
Dover.
And that has a debris ball on it. That's another big tornado that we are going to really keep an eye on.
No, Dover, Tennessee. Dover, Tennessee.
This, oh my, oh yeah, this debris ball. Look at the debris ball now. South of Bumpus Mills. South of Bumpus Mills in another. I mean, that is off the... This tells me that they're... Just to let you all know, Braden is my YouTube head, well, I'm the owner of the channel, but Braden is actually the head manager of the YouTube channel, so he could actually put closed captions in, and he could actually do some cool stuff.
I was able to put on slow mode for the chat here earlier, so that was pretty helpful. I had to check in here, but...
Scene mode?
Yeah. It's slow mode
slow
for the
mode.
chat.
Oh, yeah, thank you for that.
Because everybody was spamming like locations and stuff.
I see.
And we're getting some asks. Multiple people are asking for Clarksville here. So here, I'll look that up for you, David.
Yeah, please. Yeah, look, because I'm keeping an eye on this tornado right here. This thing could be recycling.
Clarksville is the Fort Campbell, the Lafayette area. So over here, we have that. What was it? We had the PDS tornado earlier.
Okay, Memphis, Tennessee again.
Yeah, that's basically the tri-state tornado. Yep.
Just to let you all know, Braden is my YouTube head, or tight rotation on that. Never
David,
mind.
you do have to remember this Taylorsville cell is the original 290-mile storm possible for the chat.
Oh. Yeah, thank you for that.
Because everybody was spamming like location or chat here from S.
I do appreciate that. Because back east it is 145. Alabama should be safe tonight, yes. The Mayfield storm has another tornado. Oh, yes, we do. We do have a tornado warning on it. Just got issued. Thank you for that, Malachi. I do appreciate that. Oh boy, Ethan, this could be recycling again. Oh dear. We could be looking at another tornado, Ethan, on this.
Yeah, I'm moving my radar over there. It's in the
Dangerous situation. So this is still on the ground. This is still on the ground. There's still a debris ball very close to McDaniels in Kentucky. Really quickly, there's a lot of people joining the server because I sent the invite to the chat. Make sure as soon as they approve, you take their read the rules roll away. So if they have the new member roles, so that way they're not like, well, I got the new. Because there's
I do want to throw something. David, I do want to throw something out there about that.
Yeah.
I am going through right now trying to take care of that, as well as when you join, once you can see general chat, please start chatting in there, not in the weather alerting center. Thank you.
So we're keeping an eye on the tornado warning.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We're keeping an eye on that tornado warning in Radcliffe. Right now in Kentucky, we have that confirmed PDS tornado warning that I believe is still going. If my thing will work, there we go. Yeah, this is a particularly dangerous situation. So this is still on the ground. This is still on the ground. There's still a debris ball very close to McDaniels in dangerous situation.
From live looking 7 miles south of. There we go. 7 miles south of Hardinsburg. Moving. A confirmed source. Radar confirmed tornado. This is still debris.
Situation. So this is still on the ground. This is still on the ground. There's still a debris ball very close to McDaniels in Kentucky right now. So this is still on the ground.
And David, one thing I wanted to add,
And this is basically when the tornado lifted. I'll say the tornado lifts. 609. Over 5 hours in the ground. I had 23 subs. I guess I lost a subscriber. No big deal.
Res velocity. Oh yeah, and here we have another arm of very heavy rain that's doing this.
Since I started Noom, I've lost 70 pounds. I've lost 97 pounds with Noom.
I've lost 92 pounds.
Almost like a little at our manual tracking. So the tornado is right about in here. So let's actually draw that up. And it is moving at, let's see, it's moving at about 35 miles an hour. Let's see, it's moving at 35. It is moving at, wow, 60 miles an hour, Ethan. Whoa, a lot faster than I thought.
So these storm motions are going to be insane.
Oh yeah. So this is moving very quickly right now. Let's then draw this up. So this is a supercell that is moving at about, wow, this is moving quick. Moving 60 miles an hour off in this general direction. So this is going to be in bay in 16 minutes. That is pretty significant. If you're in Lake City, 24 minutes. Black Oak, 28 minutes. If you're in Monette, 31 minutes. If you're in Leechville, 36 minutes. Manilow, 39 minutes. If you're in Hornersville, 47 minutes. If you're in Blythesville, 53 minutes. Okay, that is quite a distance, and it's going to be there in about a little less than an hour. Steele, probably in about 55 to 56 minutes. So this is very strong right here, okay? This is moving very quickly. It has lots of lightning with it, okay? Tons and tons of lightning with it. We have echo tops that are nearing 50,000 feet. So this is a very significant severe thunderstorm warning that we are looking at right now, capable of producing a damaging tornado that is currently on the ground right now. we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, the first one so far tonight, that is being reported by storm chasers. As we go and take a look here back at radar scope, we have now a blue pixel, Ethan. Maybe a little bit of a glitch to the radar, but we can't believe that just yet. Negative. So if you are in Leechville right now, this is catastrophic. Look at the structure of that storm.
This is about an hour since it formed. So it's about formed around 45 minutes.
Res velocity. Oh yeah, we have winds on this, Ethan, that are very significant. Wow. I mean, look at the winds on this. This is very significant, yeah. Ethan. We have confirmed, so we do have an unconfirmed report of a roof completely ripped off of home and literally thrown several hundred feet downwind from the home. So this is producing, yeah, literally a roof being ripped as of right now, with a maturing supercell across northeastern Arkansas. Potential exists for this supercell to become a long-lived recycling or cyclic tornado with
wow. Yep. National Weather Service were basically spot on. Somewhere locally high tornado for the potential materializing with a maturing supercell across northeast Arkansas. Potential exists for the supercell to become long-lived with sustained strong tornadoes possible next few hours. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Sustained strong tornadoes possible over the next several hours. Discussion. MRMS Mosaic radar data all depict an intense supercell in progress across the Jackson, Woodruff County, Arkansas area, where deep layer shear ascent and low-level jet intensity both continue to... Scott, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. What's up, Brain? Hope everybody's doing good. You're very welcome, Ethan. You're very welcome. But yeah, there's some very strong winds on that. So if you're in Marshfield, this could be developing into a tornado. If we go and take a look at the tornado warning product here, radar indicated rotation, there are flying debris to those caught without shelter. So we could see some significant damage with this storm as this gets better organized. If we go to super res velocity, we have a hook on there, a little bit of a, actually it looks more like an RFD is trying to shape up with this storm there in Marshfield, southern Missouri. We're going to go to another storm actually in western Kentucky that we have been monitoring.
Hey,
if we go,
I'll be back in
strong rotation on this one. In fact, if we go to the plot here, we have
and represents the potential for some
wow. I mean, look at the winds on this. This is very significant, yeah. Ethan. We have 130 miles an hour, 130 touching 22 right now. It's not close rotation at 45,000 feet, getting close to even 50,000 feet high.
Wow, that is really something you don't normally see in December.
That is significant. So we do have an unconfirmed report of a roof completely ripped off storm. There might be some debris. That is very strong rotation, and there's a hook on that.
That's for quite a while.
And, I mean, the debris ball on this is insanity. I mean, it has not gave up. It is so well defined, and we might have another tornado forming to its west, it looks like. Another tornado that might be, this whole storm is recycling. But also, I want to ask you, Ethan, this is now becoming a little more messy. It's still a discrete storm, so is this going to persist all the way into Kentucky, like into, say, Marion, Madisonville? Could this track into Paducah, Benton, Mayfield, Kentucky?
Yep, you mentioned the two towns that got destroyed. Princeton, Benton, Mayfield. Basically, all these three towns got slabbed. Northern part got slabbed. Like a good. I think Bentham is actually worse impacted.
Because there is some storms to its west that these could interfere with the storm. We're afraid because that could cause rain wrap tornado.
Yeah, this is something that we're certainly continuing to watch to see how far it goes, because it is in a favorable environment where it can continue to persist for a while into Kentucky. We're probably going to be seeing this storm continue to produce tornadoes as it heads into parts of southeast Kentucky. And how it is interfered with by other storms, that will kind of determine how this organizes with time. A lot of the storms off to the west are sufficiently displaced from it that they're not interrupting the inflow, and because of that, it has been able to persist for this a long amount of time.
No.
And it looks like Fulton and Hickman counties in Kentucky have now been put in a PS tornado warning. And
Ground
I don't know
scouring.
if they'll extend the tornado emergency into those areas as this continues to progress. But it is headed toward the Hickman, Clinton, and Mayfield areas in Kentucky to the south of Paducah. Those areas really need to monitor this storm.
This storm, by the way, people are asking, which way is this storm moving? Right now, we are seeing this storm currently moving off to the northeast. If we can bring up our warnings. For some reason, our warnings are not working.
I said Cambridge Shores was going to get hit. Damn it. I mentioned Cambridge Shores in my own live stream. Let's see where that happened. You can see basically this tornado. Yeah.
On this.
Let's go back and look at California, actually. This is why I even started this live stream. Let's look at 6Z. I'm going to sleep very shortly. Here's those hailers coming in. Small hail, probably. Possible in San Francisco. Possible. Not likely, but possible. The most likely area to get hail is Northern California. It looked more likely last night or a few hours ago. Anyway, yeah. Many large homes and buildings being swept away in Cambridge Shores. Well, from what I was seeing on the debris ball, I thought it was heading up here to Marshall County, Kentucky. Gilbertsville. So Benton got slapped. Northern part of Benton got slapped. So yeah. Trees are down. This is definitely a tornado. I mean, you can see this is like EF. No, those are tire tracks. I'm not seeing much ground scouring though. That could be ground scouring here. This is high level EF4 damage. Like very high level EF4. On a church southwest of Dawson has been completely level, and with its Foundation partially swept clean. There's the foundation. There. New Belongings Life Church basically does not exist anymore. This is just horrible. Oh my God. Is that shattered concrete? But I haven't heard of any EFF talk yet. Seems been a lot more than murmurs of 5. Jesus Christ. I mean, still not as bad as, you know, Bridge Creek. I mentioned that it was going to pass between Benton and Sacramento, and that's exactly what it did. There is the wedge. There it is. There's a tornado. It's definitely a maxi wedge. That looks to be about... The condensation funnel looks to be about half a mile wide, at least. It's good that the tornado sirens were active, but lightning tornado. Whoa. That it looks cool. Like you're not getting lightning from behind the tornado, from in front of it, but you're getting lightning from behind the tornado. This is lightning from behind. This is lightning from basically This is lightning from coming from in front of the camera person, but the other photo was from lightning from behind. It's almost like actually illuminating the tornado. That is the tornado itself. So basically, this is actually what I thought the tornado was going to be. Between Benton and San Francisco. What did he say that between Bremen and San Francisco? Bremen, Kentucky, between Bremen and Sacramento. Maybe from my dad's from between Bremen and Sacramento. Right to left. That means he was probably north of the tornado. If I had to guess, He was probably closer to Sacramento. Probably somewhere along this road. He was probably more north. Probably closer to Sacramento than to Bremen. Because the tornado hit, I believe, let's see, Dawson Springs, and then it probably traveled from Dawson Springs to Cambridge Shores, Dawson Springs. Yeah, it probably came close to Bremen, I believe. Let's look at that tornado again.
Kentucky now, where we do have the tornado in Central City, in Beaver Dam, Rockport, Hartford, Powderly, Greenville, where we are going to keep an eye on this. Central City, though, that's where, oh wow, we actually have a donut on this one in Rockport.
Hartford got hit later, so this is the first tornado, and the second tornado just a little further north of Hartford. So literally, the first storm came to the south, and the second storm came a little bit to the north.
Yeah, so we have a donut on this storm, Ethan. So our next possible large tornado that might be developing here, we'll have to really watch this one, though. Because we do have a donut. Centertown, Hartford, in that area, we do have a donut. Let's take a look at Illinois now, from the St. Louis radar site. And let's see what we look on the ground. Potentially a wedge tornado. Wouldn't surprise me if this is a wedge tornado still on the ground. Wouldn't even surprise me if they extend the PDS, if they extend the tornado emergency.
Yeah, it seems likely that we've been looking at a wedge tornado on this. And a new mesoscale discussion by the SPC, central and western Kentucky severe weather threat is increasing there, and a potentially significant tornado threat in the southwest parts of the state associated with that storm. So tornadoes are going to be spreading into central parts of Kentucky here in the coming hours.
Oh my gosh. All right, we just got a report from Vegas Aviation. We have 2 fatalities, 5 seriously injured, and 20 trapped in Craighead County, Arkansas, near Jonesboro.
Same storm. Wow.
According to Vegas Aviation.
Hasn't even hit. Tornado hasn't even hit Mayfield, and they're already talking about people being trapped and killed.
That is what we were afraid.
David, take a look in the DMs. That is confirmed.
Oh my gosh.
That is confirmed.
That is awful. 2 fatalities, 5 significantly in.
Seeing as significant of a debris signature showing up, it's rather nebulous, and because of that, we can't say that it is still definitely on the ground, but certainly this storm has had a history, as we've shown, of producing a very deadly tornado. Looks like a little bit of debris actually still remains. The latest report. Okay, the latest report is from Sandburg, Tennessee. Law enforcement report the Sandburg fire station has taken a direct hit with people trapped in the damage. So again, the Sandburg fire station has been hit by this tornado. It is now persisting toward the Woodland Mills area. We do still have some debris, and I'm going to show that right in through here just so you can see that area that I'm circling. That's southwest of Woodland Mills and State Line, headed off toward those areas. Dangerous tornado, still remains a PDS tornado warning, and like I said, this is tracked all the way.
Everyone, I am back. from my good old happy dinner. So, yeah,
But we're seeing very strong rotation in a very well organized storm near state line and to the southwest of Moscow. That's kind of, hold on, that's kind of this area. I'm going to point out here in red on the left side of the image. Right here, there could be some debris. It's kind of hard to tell, but certainly a very powerful supercell that still maintains a PDS tornado warning headed up toward Moscow and Clinton. This is in southwestern Kentucky. This is that supercell, the same one that has been so persistent and so deadly, unfortunately, as we've seen. There it is. And continues headed off to the north.
It's even more significant, Ethan. Now we're almost up to 70 decibels in that debris ball.
Oh my gosh. That is a very destructive tornado going on.
Yeah. So if you're downstream, Dublin, Wingo, in Kentucky, you need to be taking shelter. This is now a violent... What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw some pictures from a tornado earlier. That's not this one.
Okay. If you're in Wingo, Dublin, Kentucky, you need to be taking shelter. This is a violent tornado. Violent tornado on the ground. And this is potentially rain-wrapped. So, and it's nighttime. So this is completely deadly. This is deadly. Rotation. Let's... How close is it to us now? Can you check Fort Knox for me, Brayden?
Care of that for you.
Negative 141, touching 7 miles an hour. Do you, Brayden and Fire Ant, touching negative 22? I mean, this is very intense rotation. Right here are going to be passing to your south. There might be a little bit of a break before.
Oh, that is
very, very, very intense. So we have probably a tornado emergency. This could be a tornado emergency again. To be taking shelter. This is very, very... Check central Kentucky. I will check that in just a bit. We're getting a new image, new radar image. And we just got a new radar image, and it is still as strong. You know, Ethan, I think this is recycling even more. Does it look like it? It looks like it's definitely gotten more better organized. What are your thoughts?
I would unfortunately have to agree. It is an extremely well-developed storm, extremely pronounced in every aspect. The hook echo is organized, the inflow air mass is clean, the RFDs coming around, the debris signature there. It is about as well organized as you see them right here.
My gosh. And the correlation coefficient, we're down to around 10.8 to 15.8 on the density. So this is picking up very large debris right now. This is picking up some very large debris. I mean, the storm is possessed. At this point, I can say, storm is possessed. It's the demon of the tornado. So if you're in Mayfield, if you're in Wingo, you need to be taking shelter. This is very, very significant. Very, very significant. Mayfield could get directly impacted by this particularly dangerous situation. In fact, there should be a tornado emergency on this. That is some very tight rotation.
And it's using the time in which the radar beam reflects from that back to the radar to tell the direct. I don't even know what to say.
It is going right over Mayfield, Kentucky.
Yeah, south of Mayfield. basically southern Mayfield.
That is really, really bad. This is a violent, potentially deadly
Tornado emergency! Tornado emergency has just been declared for Mayfield, Kentucky. Tornado emergency. Tornado emergency right now. You are in a life-threatening situation. Weather spotters have confirmed a large, deadly wedge tornado. Deadly wedge tornado is now on the ground near Mayfield. This is extremely deadly right now. I mean, this is going right over the central portion of Mayfield. Ethan, this is going over the downtown Mayfield area.
Yes, and it's going into the highways right now. There's people driving on these highways and the interstate going around Mayfield, and it's going right down these highways.
And just to let you know, there's 10,000 people that live in Mayfield. Population is 10,000.
Yes, this is a big population area, so it's in a situation you just have to remember the tornado safety rules. Just get to the lowest part of a building, away from windows, but the most space between you and the outside as possible. If you are in a mobile home, consider evacuating immediately to a sturdy shelter, because a mobile home will not stand up to any of this at all. Don't try to outrun the tornado unless you're utterly, absolutely sure that you can be away from it. If you have any doubt whatsoever, do not even try it. Just seek shelter wherever you are as best you can. Avoid being in a large span roof building like a shopping center, because those roofs tend to collapse. You want to be underground, preferably in a sturdy place. A local hospital, maybe even. They sometimes have people come in to take shelter. But the point is,
I mean, look at the debris ball on this, Ethan. The debris ball is super large on that. It is at least 2 miles wide. At least over 2 miles wide. In fact, let's see here. The debris ball on this is...
The debris signature is large.
I hope my calculations are wrong here. This tornado is about a mile, the debris signature is about 1.5 miles to almost 2 miles in diameter. Oh, Ethan, look how round that debris ball, it went over Mayfield. It's over. It is over. It just went. Look at that debris ball. And we have up to 71 decibels on that debris ball on a pixel.
Looks like North Mayfield actually got hit more. Not the south, but the north part.
That is awful. At this point, the only thing I have to say is may God be with the people of Mayfield, because that has gone directly over downtown, and that is about as awful of a thing as we see looking at radar.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna screenshot that. That is so clear. Actually, I'm going to save that. I'm gonna save this on my phone. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Wow, this is bad. I've never seen anything like this. This is sickening. That is just sickening.
It is sickening, yeah. This is just really disheartening.
It's headed right towards Benton, is the next town impacted by this. In fact, let's take a look at this, because this is moving at 60 miles an hour. It is about 55 miles an hour. Let's track this right now. Let's track this. Oops, nope, not that. So if you are in the path of this, this is moving at, oh my gosh, this is booking 60 miles an hour, and it is headed towards Princeton. So Benton in 13 minutes, Grand Rivers in 24 minutes in Kentucky. If you're in Eddyville, 34 minutes. Princeton, 44 minutes. Dawson Springs, 55 minutes. Again, we have a tornado We have a tornado that is on the ground right now. Large wedge tornado on the ground. I am taking another screenshot of this.
The tornado.
Oh my gosh!
Over here by now.
There we go. So let me go back to the other radar here. Hold on. Wow. This is bad. This is...
Alright, I'm going to bed. Actually, before I go to bed, I'm going to look at one more model. Yeah, I'm going to look at the NAM 3KM. It's not showing much for New York, but... Yeah. Oh look, the 6Z is starting to come in. Well, there's the atmospheric river affecting California. I'm going to open up GR level 3 again. Oh, sorry, WSV3. Honestly, I wish I never got WSV3. I should have got GR level 2. Man. Looks like there's some rain starting to come into to San Francisco. Some moderate rain. So yeah, I'm going to bed now. Thank you for watching, and good night, everyone.